This is Hype Sound. This is Hype Sound.
Well, guys, we're gonna be definitely talking about this. This really caught my attention. Really caught my attention. The launch of World Cup boxing series. How exciting is it? Definitely gonna be talking about that for sure. Because when I saw the article, I needed to report about it because this is it's a very good initiative from Taylor, and I just hope that everything is well, and yeah, everything goes well. I will definitely call some of you guys. For those of you who want to join the show, we have some other topic for sure that we're going to definitely cover. But after this one, we'll talk about that, So, make we go the article right here. So, matchmaker guy Taylor to launch World Cup boxing series according to the boxing scene. So, for years, Taylor has been tasked with creating tough, competitive matches for promoters eager to test their rising prospects and contenders. Okay. The same mindset has now been applied to his own latest creation. The renowned matchmaker has put together the World Cup Boxing Series, WCBS, a unique tournament format which will feature traditional single elimination bouts as well as a team aligned, Nation vs. Nation series. The first show to come in April will take place in Mexico. Streaming platforms are currently being sought for the WCBS, with designs of launching in the spring. An introductory regional title fight will precede the series, providing participants a glimpse of what can be gained from running the tables. The team aspects of the Nation vs. Nation series figures to draw compelling rivalries, Yeah. Shout out to my brother. Don't play. He said eyebrows, Domosa. What are you doing here? You're doing it, brother. So I'm gonna invite some of you guys to. I'm gonna be reading it. I'm gonna finish reading it, then I will give my take on what I think about this new development in boxing. Of course, we already have the World Boxing Series, which is of course controlled by Kelly Sauerland, the Sauerland brothers. But let me read. It says, when you hear World Cup, you automatically think of the greatest soccer tournament on the planet. Okay, that's a fact though. Taylor, who for years have served as executive matchmaker for Roy Jones Jr. Boxing Promotions, explained to BoxingScene.com, "This is exactly what I want to bring to the sport of boxing. A tournament where fighters can represent his or her nation at the highest level and carry that national pride with them to the ring. The format tournament will feature fighters from different nations competing for the right to receive a top 15 ranking and potential regional title fight with the sanctioning body on board with the event." Very interesting. Such advancement will position the winner into title contention within the span of a few fights rather than waiting years for their number to be called, if ever at all. Very seldom in business does an individual get the opportunity to surround themselves with winners at every level, notes Terry Holland, who heads Dallas-based Life Investors Management Company and is on board as Taylor's business partner. "Our team will soon become the best in boxing. One major series stipulation is that every fight we always have a winner. There will never be a draw verdict in this series," vows Taylor. "I absolutely despise when I hear a fight is declared a draw. Instead, there will be an overtime round. Both fighters will remain glued up and ready to fight until the commission determines whether there is a winner on the scorecards if another round is needed to determine one." It's very interesting. It's getting interesting. So there will be no draw. Bueno is Montino. Even World Cup, even the World Cup tournament has a draw. Well, I don't understand it. A similar process was used in the Bolsino tournament, which ran on the now defunct ESPN2 Friday night fight series. The events proved successful, with the winners going on to compete for world titles. The same theory is applied here. This new series will feature young, undefeated fighters in entertaining, compelling, and competitive matchups. Promises Taylor, "Have been known and sometimes criticized for being overly aggressive in my matchmaking. And maybe so, but I'm giving the fight fans what they want to see, and I'm placing fighters in position to compete, be successful at the next level." The Nation vs. Nation events will feature teams of any combination of 3 male or female fighters in different weight classes, participating in a best of 3 series in the semi-finals and finals. A team captain will be appointed with a coin flip to determine which teams gets to select the first bout. In the event that one team sweeps the first 2 bouts in a semi-final round, they will automatically advance to the finals without the 3rd round bout being fought. Instead, said fighter who did not compete in the semi-finals will automatically go first in the final round. From both series, the expectation is to produce the future stars of the sport. At one point, every champion you see now was a challenger, notes Taylor. An opportunity to fight for a world title is everyone's goal in the sport. With a little bit of luck, that opportunity could come to the winner of the World Cup boxing series. What do I make of this? Not a bad idea. I think it's a good idea, but I think it's going to be filled up with American and British fighters. A World Cup boxing series without Nigeria, Kenya, African countries in it is useless, in my opinion, because it looked like the audience, they are targeting some certain audience. Okay, they say they are looking for undefeated fighters. How many undefeated fighters do we have in Nigeria? Where Oluwaseun Shoaib is there. I'm talking about guys who are still coming up. Really One Lawa is there. What's that name again? There's some names that I know. There's a lot of undefeated fighters, but the one that I recognize the most is the Really One Lawa and Oluwaseun Shoaib. Even I think Lasisi is undefeated. This might be undefeated. Me? Okay. So the thing is that I understand their initiative. I think it's a good thing. to have a World Cup boxing series, but the Taylor might be. I've heard the name before. You know, he's a good matchmaker in boxing. When it comes to, he's a good matchmaker. At the same time, is this really necessary? It might be necessary, but if they're gonna make it an American, a British, let's say European, let's say European, if they're gonna make a European versus America thing, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna be exciting. I want to see fighters from China, guys. You know, we always talk about Africa alone has a lot of talent to offer to the world, and these guys know it. Because the media is not really. That's why I'm trying to change things, but only me one cannot do it. But I'm trying to change things. I've tried to change things, and I'm trying to do my best. I want to see fighters from Thailand. I mean, are there giants in Thailand? There has to be giants in Thailand. I mean, I know that the people are naturally smaller people, but they have to be giants there. We have Zhang Jilei from China. The guy's a giant. So I want to see fighters from Japan, you know, fighters from, China, fighters from India, you know, fighters from all over the world compete in this world boxing, World Cup boxing series. World Cup boxing series. Like, if you want to make it, if you want it to be a World Cup, let every nation compete. But according to what I've read here now, it looks like they are targeting a certain geography. You know, America are so quick to call something a World Cup when it involves, even though it involves just, like it's like with the NFL. I remember one American guy told me that the NFL is the biggest in the world. I look at it's the biggest point in the world. I look at this guy and I just laugh and say, Have you ever heard of soccer? Have you ever heard of the World Soccer Tournament? Do you know why it's big? Because every nation on the planet competes, So if you're gonna make this a World Cup boxing series, make sure that it involves every nation on the planet. Okay, like the West African region, we have to fight, like fighters from the West African region, of course, which Nigeria is part of. We have to compete to qualify. Okay, just like it is in the World Cup. From South African region, there are boxers there. Okay, they have to qualify, to compete, They have to compete to qualify, That you take maybe let's say in West Africa, there's about 16 countries, if I'm not mistaken, in West Africa. So now 4 countries have to qualify from them. So compete and to qualify, and then it has to be done in every region like that in Africa. In every geographical, region in Africa, it has to be done. Southern Africa, Western Africa, Central Africa, Then you go to the Middle East as well. You do the same thing. Then you in America, it has to be done like that because America is a continent. You have like Southern America and Northern America. All of them is the same continent, bro. It's just that because America see themselves as, America is like seen as a first world country, and a lot of the South American nations are seen as third world countries. So they kind of separate themselves in a way. Even because Mexico, in my opinion, Mexico and the US are not different. It's just a fact. The difference is the history that separates them and the people that landed there first. So I think this is a good thing. I mean, the World Cup boxing series, I will enjoy it if it's not a biased one. Every nation must compete if they want it to be successful. And this will even help Nigerian boxing, in my opinion, if they really do the right thing. These will definitely help Nigerian boxing. And yes, I just can't wait for it and see how it goes. By the way, guys, if you're watching right now, like the video, subscribe, and God bless you all. I guess I'm gonna go off and come back again because there's so many things we have to discuss about. There are some subjects we have to discuss about. I wanted to come live and do this very quick because it's very important to me. When I saw it, I said, nah, I must talk about this. So guys, stay blessed, stay hungry. stay humble. God bless you all.